You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, we are YBM Chat Podcast. Instagram at YBM Chat. You can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts at YBM Chat.
Hey, it's Dashia D.
Hey, it's Cassondra.
Hey, it's Tre'Dub.
And it's your girl, LadiiNova.
And we are
YBM Chat.
young Black millennials offering you fresh new take you did not know you needed.
Boy.
So, boy goes out to Tyrese and his new girlfriend. I don't know what her name is. Quite frankly, don't care. But she thought it was okay to post a picture or, excuse me, a video up with her feet in the air, dangling on his shoulders and being like, I'm never letting this king go. Women, does your man shave you? Who cares? And then the next picture is him sitting up like this with a razor. Don't nobody care about who's shaving your region. Why y'all celebrities just can't, just not just celebrities, y'all people in general, just keep your personal stuff like that between your close friends, if that's what y'all want to talk about. We don't need to be subjected to that, because I'm pretty sure he ain't shaving for you, because niggas are selfish and they won't do what they want you to do, pretty much. And speaking of that, we have Mendices who said he would not hold Yandy down, or at least he did not know if he would hold her down if she did the stint that he did. So, ladies, gentlemen, whomever you are or identify as, please think about this before you want to be a Mr. or Mrs. Ride or Die. Because I done told y'all straight up, I ain't riding, I ain't dying. So don't look for me to be there to put anything on your books. I'm not helping you smuggle anything. I'm not helping do nothing. I'm not keeping your bills paid for your house and keeping up with your little soldiers, as y'all call them in the drug world. Not me.
I pulled the family business while I'm locked out, though.
Whose family? Because I didn't give you kids, and I'm not raising the next girl kids.
I think it depends on why that person gets locked up, whether or not I would do that.
Yeah. It's different if they, like, you know, got, I don't know, if it was something like racially profiled or something like that versus killing somebody.
Okay, so
like
that, I'm not saying it's that, or, you know, they got you for like a little ounce of weed, which is stupid because you're not going to distribute that. But if you deliberately was out here shooting people, no, I'm not holding you down. This is not Bonnie and Clyde. And let's realize that they both died at the end of that story. People don't think about that. So let's be Bonnie and Clyde. They both died. I don't want to die right now. That's not the goal of relationships. So let's put a halt on that.
Every time I think about ride or die, I think about Dashia. She be like, "Where we going and why I gotta die?"
I'm like, why you think of me?
I was the same way.
I want to say, when did Dashia say she was going to do that?
I'm a ride or try. I'm a ride or try chick. I can try to deal with you and your foolishness, and then I reach a certain point where I tap out.
Because why we gotta die?
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Do you think Remy Ma would have held down Papoose?
I think so.
Who knows?
I think so. But, you know.
I think it takes a
Is that
strong
the only
individual to do that, because you're doing time with them. Even though you have freedom, you're still doing time with that person. You can't see them. You can't call them up whenever you want to. You can't spend time with them the way you want to. So,
is that the only one where it was different, where it's a female in jail and the guy held her down? Because I don't
that's
think
the one I know of.
For Remy and Papoose.
Yeah, that's the one I know of.
as far as I can think of.
Because I'm pretty sure everybody else sliding.
I
Now,
mean, Love After
I would
Lockup.
give
There's some
Oh no, never mind. That's Gucci, just Gucci Man.
what and what?
Love After Lockup. It's a show where they do pen pals with people who are in prison. They form these relationships, and when they get out, they're supposed to, have a relationship on the outside. There have been a few men on there who held down this woman that they don't know, but they met her while she's behind bars, and they try to have a relationship.
So is that
That's
what my
just
situation was? Even though I didn't have a pen pal, they just decided to write me after the stint?
No.
Oh no.
No, because
I didn't sign up for that.
Being locked up, writing, because sometimes some systems allow them to email people, so.
It was that one girl, you might know who I'm talking about. She got murdered. Well, she got locked up. Sorry, not murdered. She got locked up for murdering somebody who tried to rape her. And she ended up finding love. I have to find her name. Do you know what I'm talking about? She was
Centoya Brown.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about when you said it. So sorry, she's not.
I wish you would have said her name.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, people question that too because of who the guy is, in which I still don't really know what his whole deal was behind that. But
I mean, if they like it, I love it.
I mean, it's kind of the same of how we were talking about previously with Delicious and this guy, because it's like, where did y'all have the time to meet up and do all of this? And then people that were searching his page said that he was married before.
After he got out.
But I'm saying, even after he got out, they just happened to keep running into each other, and then all of a sudden they're together. But people were saying before that, like some months before that, he was talking about having a wife and kids and all that. He just deleted that from his Instagram.
Oh, I don't know.
So it's like, what's going on here? Delicious was always looking for something, because I think the only thing she did was like a radio show that I don't know about.
She was married before this too, for a while, but I don't follow Delicious. The last time I saw Delicious was
How long is a while?
And she put in a
And it's not the same Delicious we know.
Isn't that when Flavor of Love came out?
Yeah, and that's not even the Delicious. That's not the Delicious we know, because whoever this person is now,
I don't know.
Too many
nips everything
and dips and pokes and move and lift and
it's so much that doesn't happen.
Remove.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that giant mole that New York used to trash her about?
New York, another one that looked different. Way different.
She did have all of that, and then the stuff from the accident.
And she had date Shaq at some point.
Who? Delicious?
That's random.
No, that was
Hoops.
Yeah, that was her. And I know she's
Hoops. The first winner of Flavor of Love.
That was Hoops, yeah.
All right.
Talking about the best stuff.
Ooh, I love that. Go ahead, Megan.
That's from Martin.
I like that little theme song as an intro to this. So yeah. Bars. Okay, so we as YBM Chat, we're going to play this game. If you haven't heard it already, they play it on the All Deaf Digital show where they play the best of. And if you don't know, what we do is we pick a category of anything in the world and we pick the best of that. For example, if we're doing cars, we have all made our answers prior to this episode. And we're just going to dig deep into why we think this is the best category of each that we're going to talk about. So without further ado, first one is chicken restaurants.
Okay, so I feel like this is a no-brainer that Chick-fil-A is the best chicken restaurant. First of all, they provide healthier options that the other choices did not have. Everything else that was on here is just fried. That's it. Whereas they offer things that are grilled.
All right, y'all. As a chicken connoisseur.
What word was that? What word was that? Connoisseur.
Oh, what?
You're saying as a chicken connoisseur.
You start off wrong. Like,
Hold up. because let me explain everything you get from churches. Wine, personality. Welcome to churches. Woo-hoo. Boom. You walk through the door. They give you energy as soon as you walk in. Right there.
So, of course, the best chicken place is definitely Popeyes, Louisiana chicken or whatever. Now, I forget old girl, Auntie name to be on the commercials or whatever, but it speaks for itself. Every time she's on a commercial, you know what you're about to get.
Yeah, okay, so it's only tenders. There's not any bone in, but their food is really, really good, and they give you so much, and it's cheap. Cheap might not always be good for you, but it tastes good. And you can get the 4 wings, the 6 wings, wings, the tenders, however many you want. And their toast is so, so good.
Okay, because first of all, ain't nobody want no turtle back fries.
First of all, they're waffle fries. They're some of the best fries out of all of these little funky restaurants that y'all have up here.
No.
Girl, yeah, because
not best.
they ain't even nowhere close. You after you eat them 2 fries, you done with the damn container.
Right.
This honey biscuit, ask me where else can you get it? Because Popeyes dry, death, never, can't finish, won't try. Chicken stay crispy. You get okra, fried okra. You get you a nice little macaroni and cheese. All the stuff you get be real good.
And you also you also get clogged arteries and diabetes.
Yeah,
y'all saying that because y'all health nuts now. Y'all been eating it right out the dirt with me. So don't act like y'all ain't never been eating it just because y'all want to go on your health journey. Now y'all want to act like y'all ain't never had it. They fries are delicious. I know.
As a child because it was drenched.
Because you didn't have a child.
That's what you
just say that, Dacia. It's okay.
That's all.
Ugh.
Just say y'all didn't have a childhood. It is what it is.
Hey, listen. At the beginning, I don't even know what year that the chicken sandwich came out. Had to be like 2019-ish. Literally took over the world. Took over the world, y'all. This whole chicken sandwich by itself took over the world.
That's why half of y'all was looking like y'all was on crack without them sandwiches.
First off, don't even do that because it definitely beat Chick-fil-A. But moving on. So,
you know how some chicken tenders is like mostly fried parts and mostly crunchies, you know? Theirs isn't like that. Like you actually get meat, you actually get chicken. Yeah, it's crunchy, but it's not like, that's not the only thing you get. Like I've been to Zaxby's and I've gotten chicken tenders and I'm just eating fried crunch. There's no chicken.
You know where I can get better chicken tenders for the same price?
Raising Cane's.
The frozen aisle at Walmart.
Wow!
Not the frozen aisle. No, that shit is nasty as fuck. The Walmart brand, it just be a block of meat.
And it had to be great value. It could be Tyson chicken nuggets.
No, Tyson ain't got nothing.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't get it, because y'all ain't been in a church service for 9.5 hours with your stomach hitting your back, and now you gotta get out and get you a plate of this and be satisfied and glorified. Get that mashed potatoes. Their fries are delicious.
Black people then, because I only see churches in hood areas where there is predominantly black people. And this
because we know how to season shit. That's what it is.
So you can season something without it being drenched in grease.
No,
just dab the grease on. We talked about this.
Dab the grease.
I can
You can't be satisfied. Just say you just don't.
They take that chicken straight out the little handler and put it right in that box.
They do.
They really do.
And that is just fine with me because guess what? I've been eating it all my life. Ain't got no problem at all. So y'all keep y'all healthy. I'm gonna do me over here.
Check back with
again, personality.
If that's the case.
No, you don't have to, because honey, 25 years going on. 26. Still slim. Probably ain't even 106 pounds.
The chicken from Chick-fil-A is disgusting. I don't like their chicken at all. I don't like, if I do go to Chick-fil-A, it might be to get a parfait or something. And that's because I'm hungry or in a rush.
And they have those options for you, don't they?
Huh?
And they have those options for you, don't they?
They do, but if we rate in best chicken itself.
Chicken restaurant was what the category said.
Okay, but anyway, going back to the award-winning piece of chicken, it's definitely Popeyes. Now, all you gotta do is throw some honey in that biscuit, and you will be a-okay.
Why you gotta throw honey in it? See, why you gotta do
that? Have your side drink a lemonade, and they also have multiple types of lemonade as well, and they got dessert. They got beignets. You want a beignet?
That was so geeky.
The fact of the matter is, Popeyes got a whole challenge for their biscuits. Eat a biscuit with no water, no honey, and see how quick you about die. Eating chalk.
Listen, what I'm trying to get at is, why am I going to go to a fast food restaurant to just get chicken tenders? I am not 5 years old.
You don't just get chicken tenders, you get fries and coleslaw if you want it, and toast.
You're not helping your point.
You're right.
Now, I'm going to defend Cassondra, because that bread is something amazing.
That's all I know is that bread.
You can make that bread at home. Buy
But
some,
you can't
buy
eat
some
it
bread, cut it up, put some butter on it, throw it in the pan. That is literally what they do.
Okay, and so what about your healthy chicken? You can cook that at home too, but you choose to go to Chick-fil-A, right? I choose to go to Raising Cane's. And Raising Cane's has it in the name. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. You don't want chicken fingers. That's all they sell, but that's what they specialize in. I remember we specifically had a conversation
How lazy
about.
can you be to say, well, y'all, this is it. We got the chicken finger plate.
No.
You know how many hoods I can go to and get a chicken finger plate from?
My thing is, when they used to have like church little chicken dinners or whatever, they used to try to act like they used to make it. It came right from fucking churches.
Right.
We all know the taste of church's chicken.
We all know how I look, everything.
Bottom line is, every time you go to churches, you got 5 million people smoking outside instead of doing a damn job. So,
in a car,
and
But
that's
you know one person
okay.
got that chicken rolling though.
and they're in the car smoking. You.
And that's okay.
You see them right there smoking a cigarette.
Go ahead, but guess what? That's fine.
You see them right there by the menu board, trying to answer you and smoke a cigarette at the same time.
Get over
How you know the menu by heart?
That's okay. That brings the joy with it and everything. Can I please have? Oh, we don't have that no more. I'm looking at it. We done serving it. Can I please get a 2-piece box? We don't have that no more either. It's like, okay, so just give me what you got. Okay, pull around, please.
Consistency, right? I have never been to Chick-fil-A and them tell me, oh, our machine down.
No, you should talk about
we don't got any more sandwiches. Oh, we ain't got no more. I've never had that experience there. Their customer service is on point.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody beat. When you go to them, it's not like Popeyes. What you want? I don't want nothing now.
Why you had to come for them first? Why you had to come for them first?
Chicken, Lord. The last time I went to Church's Chicken, their intercom was so messed up, I had to scream. I had to scream into the intercom. Meanwhile, Dolores, my grandmother, tell them I heard you.
They can't hear me.
Chick-fil-A is just a wonderful experience altogether. You go through, you feel welcome, you feel appreciated as a customer. If you ask them for extra sauce, they give you half the container. They don't complain about it, and they say, my pleasure. So I feel like
they say it, but their face don't feel it.
Right, my pleasure.
I've never had a bad experience with Chick-fil-A, whether I'm in this state or any other one.
Raising Cane's, you know their chicken good. Why? Because that's the only thing they do.
Yeah,
chicken fingers.
You can at least have 5. You can at least have 5 food items on the damn menu.
And do.
You're saying you don't even cook,
coleslaw,
but you can have 41.
Toast.
You didn't even have desserts. You never have a cookie.
I never get no cookie from them because I go there for the chicken fingers, not the cookie or the brownie or whatever they might have.
And how often can you safely eat at Raising Cane's without your behind being on the toilet? Please let me know.
They don't give me diarrhea, not that bad anyway.
Not that bad. So that means it happens.
But it's fried, so you eat any fried food, you can be on the toilet. So that's expected, not just from
Chick-fil-A uses peanut oil, okay? Now, I will be honest, I like Popeye's biscuits better than Chick-fil-A. I do.
Chick-fil-A got biscuits?
I mean, not Chick-fil-A. Yeah, they do. No, I'm talking about Church's. My bad, Church's. I like Popeye's biscuits better than Church's, but Chick-fil-A's biscuits are good too.
Chick-fil-A
got biscuits? You mean like the
you talking about breakfast biscuits?
Breakfast biscuits, yeah.
Oh. Anywho, so back to
Popeyes to the COVID starter.
So outside of the variety, you got good seasoned chicken, crispy chicken. Like, what more could you ask for in a premier chicken place? And the fries good as shit. Come on now. And also, fun fact about Popeyes, they also have a variety of sauces as well. Just like Chick-fil-A, they have millions of sauces, but definitely my favorite is the sweet heat. Go ahead and put that with your 2 or 3-piece, spicy or mild. While the chicken place got a spicy or mild option outside of churches, but they got dark and, white or whatever.
Okay, but why do they have to have so many sauces? It's because they know their chicken nasty. You gotta dip it in the multiple
It's variety.
sauces
It's variety.
that make it taste
What
good.
sauces does Raising Cane's
You don't
have?
need
One.
sauce
One.
because you don't need it. Because you don't need it. The chicken is so good.
This toddler meal, what sauces do they have?
What's that old little kitty cuisine thing we used to get when we was a baby?
Kid cuisine, that's what it's called.
Kid cuisine.
That is Raising Cane's kid cuisine with a little magic brownie in the center. There you go.
All the best chicken restaurant is Popeyes.
No.
The next category is best Black love story, whether that's a movie, I was going to say a film, whether that's a movie or TV show. Who has the best love story? So that was first. All right. So for those of you who have not seen Daddy's Little Girls, in short, there's a lawyer and then there's a mechanic, I believe he was, and he is having this battle with his ex-wife and daughter's mother, who is dating the local drug dealer. And in the end, they end up together, but what? Oh. He ends up getting custody of his daughters. They live happily ever after.
All right, guys. So I said the best love story is Claire and Cliff Huxtable because they were so cute and fun together, and I feel like they had patience for each other. And even when they got mad, like I feel like it wasn't. Sometimes I do look at that and say that's not real life, but then I feel like it can be, like have patience. And they, I like how they raised the kids and the life lessons they had in their shows and stuff.
I picked the women of Waiting to Exhale because at the end they all chose to love themselves after dealing with toxicity and so much. I think the only person who came out of it was Loretta, who had a man.
I was about to say single by the end of that.
Poetic justice. What'd you say?
Toxic. Them friends that they had. Let's not forget.
They were toxic.
Her friend.
No, Justice and Lucky. No. Think about it, y'all. These two were strangers. Didn't know each other from a can of paint. And then it just takes one road trip for them to kind of like feel each other out, talk to each other. Lucky was the fucking protector of both of them girls at the end of the day.
The reason why I really like this movie is A, it's hilarious. B, I feel like it's very different from other love stories because on paper, you would not match them together, right? He lives in the hood, which is nothing wrong with that, but setting the scene, he lives in the hood, he's a mechanic, she's this accomplished lawyer, and her friends expect her to be with somebody who's more of a suit and tie kind of guy. And so for her to end up with him, it's different, but he treats her right. But it's a very cookie cutter relationship.
That's why I said it seems like kind of unrealistic, but it's cute,
I think that it was a healthy relationship, but I will say that what was her job? Was she wasn't a lawyer.
She was a lawyer.
Okay. She was a lawyer. He's a he's an OBGYN, right?
Mm-hmm.
They live in this nice house. They have the 4 or 5 kids. How many kids they have? 5?
Like 5. I think it was 5.
They have 5 kids. Both of their parents are both still married. They come over for family dinners and holidays. Their kids go off and get married. It's very, very, very cookie cutter. And I feel like the majority of people out in the world do not have that.
So you got Savannah. I'm gonna say you got Savannah, aka Whitney. She was dealing with a guy that was married. Her mama pushed her off to try to keep that going, and she was like, "No." I don't remember why the other guy didn't work. The girl, dude, but I don't even remember what happened with them. But at the end of it, she was like, "No, I'm not going to be with you because my mama wants us to be." This was with Mr. Allstate for y'all who I don't know his real name. I know him as Q Daddy and Mr. Allstate. So she was just like, no, like you're never gonna leave your wife. You got kids. I don't want to do this anymore. At the end of it, I'm choosing me.
So they were each other's piece, and that's
look what this thing say: a street romance.
Right.
Exactly that.
Yo, who's shady? You were shady for picking this picture because
It was the movie poster.
Under the name of Street Romance.
whatever. You can say whatever you want about the the setting of the movie or whatever. But at the end of the day, these two had true love. They honestly their love came up off of artistry. That's deep. This is deep Black love here.
Arguments and lying to get somebody took out.
It's chocolate on chocolate. Most Black romance movies, there's always a Black guy with a light-skinned girl. 9 times out of 10, it's a Black guy with a light-skinned girl or an ambiguous girl. You don't really see 2 dark-skinned folks being showcased in this way on a movie, in my opinion.
They came together and be like, so this is what's going to happen. Because as a unit, we need to figure out what are we going to do about Vanessa deciding that she's going to go out and have big fun and go drink.
That episode was so funny to me.
With the wretches. You have Bernadette, who gave up all of everything she had to him and gave him kids, and he just decided that she wasn't nothing. And Shawty said, to hell with you, these clothes, this car, burning everything down. That scene in itself, with her setting shit on fire. 7:32. Do you know how happy you gotta be to count the number of times Jar had sex? 7:32 is what she said. And she got fed up and said, get your shit. Said it twice. Get your shit and get out. Started selling his stuff on the side of the road. You got to go. Get out of here. Then went and slapped the bitch who interfered in their marriage. I thought that was strong. Because you don't, like other movies, they expect you to fight and grovel and, just figure out what's wrong. Nope, I'm out of here.
I feel like this scenario happens often.
Exactly. It's more realistic.
Where the woman has to be extremely patient with this man until he chooses to let his guard down. And that's if she chooses to be that patient with him. She had to keep trying. Like, it's too much. It's a headache. He literally told her she could get out. And she walking on the side of the truck looking crazy.
They didn't know each other like that. It took them time.
Like, so you're that disrespectful to somebody you don't even know.
But he came back for her.
I cannot.
Wow.
We all know people who don't leave him in whole nother states and he ain't come back. So
that ain't got nothing to do with me. They choose that life.
But Gabrielle Union definitely had a stuck-up attitude to deal with it. I mean, of course, it ended in a happy story. That's all of Tyler Perry fake ass little forged stories or whatever in his movies.
I feel like this was relatable though. I feel like most love stories is always like the 2 people who grew up together, or the 2 people who, like they were friends somehow. And these 2 people met each other after having whatever full lives as adults, being 2 imperfect people getting together and it happening when they weren't even trying to force it. It just seemed very natural.
Excluding Angela and Loretta, Savannah and Robin, toxic as hell. I'm sorry, as hell. First, you're talking to a married man. I would say Robin more so than anybody in this friend group. Toxic as hell. She was the original city girl, if you ask me. The original city girl. Do you think in this generation right now today would that story come true?
Single person ended up with somebody with kids?
As successful as Gabrielle Union was in that movie.
Yeah. I think that a lot of times, I feel like there are a lot of successful men who tend to just want trophy wives. And so they don't care if their wife is on the same level as them, financially or career-wise. Whereas I feel like Black women tend to date down if they feel like that, date down as far as on paper. Like, she was a lawyer, he's a mechanic. They don't care about that. They'd rather just have a healthy relationship.
I partially disagree with that because I feel like women in Gabrielle Union's position, in that position where she's more successful, ain't even looking that direction. Like, ain't even.
That's what I'm saying. She wasn't, but then she got to know him as a person. Was like, I don't care about what's on paper. I care about who you are.
I don't want the street romance because I don't like being in the street.
Have you been vaccinated?
Oh Lord! Right?
It ain't matter with that at all.
I didn't get that vaccination card. You can come up in here.
No. Now, definitely Regina King and Old Boy. Definly never want that.
Who's in Chicago?
I forgot his name.
Watching them damn waves. Him.
His ugly ass. But
He's not ugly.
Beforehand, I feel like this person has to be college educated or have a certain resume. And then I've been out with guys who have a college degree, who look good on paper, and they're douchebags. And I don't like them. And then meet other people who people would not normally match me with, and I click and have more chemistry with them. So I do feel like this could happen, and it does happen.
No, with Savannah, that other guy, like I said, I don't remember why she was together, but she just was like, no. She tried to push the married guy off. She was trying to stop dealing with him, but for some odd reason, her mama was still pushing that. Her mama is the reason why they even got back in contact with each other. And she had to play it through her mind. She was like, no, can't do it. Oh, this man, nope, can't do it. Gotta stop. Gotta put it to a halt.
Because Janet and Tupac definitely had something special in that movie. And anyway, in the movie, they definitely had something that was more realistic and something that's more like kind of like still relevant to this day when it comes to relationships of all kinds.
Hood stories.
So what?
Hood stories. That's what I'm
That
hearing.
is not a hood story. And at the point like where it's just like, you know, deep true love like that, where they form a bond off of each other's heart, that's Black love right there, y'all. That's Black.
They argued the whole time.
First Malcolm and Marie.
I don't have time to sit here and try to get to know you and argue with you day one. Because now I'm done. That whole ride, what am I doing? Out the window. You're not going to talk to me? No. You can get out. I will do that.
He was protective of her, even when he didn't know her, when that nigga beat up Regina King.
Well, as a man, he should have done that. That has nothing to do with relationships. That's just...
that should tell you right there. That's a good man right there. Rest in peace, Tupac.
Okay, I've seen a lot of men that jump in defense for women and they still trash.
Right. Ow.
Your point being. That's what got me right there. A street romance.
All right.
Oh boy. All right, so the next one is, what is your favorite struggle meal? And I'm sure everyone knows what this is between growing up, between going to college. You have definitely had a meal of some sort. So first up,
a hot dog. Okay, so
a hot dog.
That was sandwich bread.
Oh man. First of all, you know, when you're balling on a budget, meaning you got $10, right? That's enough to get you a pack of Franks, sandwich bread, you know, whether that's your Captain John's or your Wonder bread, whatever you got, honey wheat, whatever. And you can either boil them, you can microwave them, and it's easy to eat for toddlers, okay? They can just grab and chomp. They're not going to choke on it. You can cut it up if you need to. You probably will have extra money left over from that $10. You can go ahead and grab a bag of chips. You got your full meal.
And the best struggle meal is Top Ramen, not Maruchan. Top Ramen specifically. They have so many different flavors, and you can spice it up if you want to. Or I like to put hot sauce in mine. My granny do salt and pepper and season and salt. You can put like a jalapeno in there, whatever you want to do.
Oh. Y'all about to die. Y'all been dying over there, man.
And cardboard.
So much.
One thing I can say, it's so much salt for, like, it's bad because it's so much salt, you know?
Ooh, I wish I could just go to see what the sodium count is on this thing. Also, because it's meat, it's protein. You will be
Girl.
you will be full longer, more content for a longer time than you would if it was just carbs. Okay, so it's going to last you. All right, you're not going to wake up in the middle of the night with your stomach rumbling. Okay.
Isn't hot dog meat processed?
I was about to say, and all kind of stuff.
It's meat. Okay.
Ain't hot dog meat processed?
And when you only have
You'll
two
be such a health nut. So let me go ahead and get a backstory. Me, 4 or 5 years old, and then you got like a slew of grands at my granny house. All of us come from school. She's in her 70s. She's not giving a damn about really who's there. She just know who all coming over. She's not getting up to cook. She just knows that we're supposed to be there, and that's it. So that leaves my sister in charge of us. So again, I'm 4. That makes my sister 11. We can't go nowhere. We just got to use what's in the house. We got bread because ain't nobody brought no groceries over as they're bringing kids. So get the bread. Go ahead. What we like to do is you would put it on like the stove, have some butter, get some cinnamon sugar, sprinkle that on there, mash it down. Go ahead, take that, like have a couple of those done up, and then you put your syrup on it and just fold it and eat it. We're kids because after that we ain't got no choice but to take our ass outside until our parents either come pick us up or bring us more money for actual pizza or something.
All right, y'all. So time for the best struggle meal like ever growing up. Like egg and rice. Now, this is more so famous in Charleston, South Carolina, which we from at 843 or whatever. So if you ain't from Charleston, if you don't know egg and rice, I pretty much almost anywhere in South Carolina, not even just Charleston, I feel like. But anyway, so anytime like your mama used to come home and cook like any type of thing with rice, collard greens, lima beans, anything with rice, she always had that leftover rice. So when you ain't had no more of that shit left, I'm sure everybody had egg in the house. Everybody at least had one egg in the house.
One egg.
At least one egg.
That one egg.
So you use that one egg and use that leftover rice from previous night dinner or something, and you mix that bitch together. And also the good thing about it is you can add a lot of shit with it too. Now, depending on what you fancy, you could put some bacon, you could put some ketchup, you could put some sausages, you could put some sausage patty. You could put anything all up in there, and that thing is so good. First of all, that bread about to go bad in like a couple of days. First of all, that bread about to go bad in a couple of days. And they, no, I'm sorry. It's like, I mean, it is one of the good ones. It ain't the best one in my opinion. It's just not like. Now I will say I will prefer the sandwich bread over a bun. But
if you got money, you can get a Nathan's Frank because those are longer and they come in jumbo size. Okay, and it's beef, so it's not as processed.
Who the hell is Nathan?
I never heard of Nathan's Frank.
It's the green pack
yellow.
with red writing. Is it yellow?
Yeah, Oscar Myers and call it a day.
No.
I don't know who Nathan is, but okay.
Does it have meat in it, or is it just chicken flavor?
So
no,
some of them do.
No, those fake ass vegetables.
I'm about to say some of them do have vegetables, so there's
the
no
little carrot strips,
but you still getting your veggies in. And when you balling on a budget, you're not thinking about
pieces. Kernels of corn is not going to do nothing for you. That's not a full serving of vegetables.
It's okay, but it's something. It's the more vegetables than you would have had before than the none you had before. You know, so it's like
I'm really content with a tablespoon of noodle water. Also, that's French toast without eggs and milk.
That's I'm about to say it. Like dry.
Right. That's before people, because you can have it on the stove or you can literally have a piece of bread and put syrup on it.
That's what we did. No, so when you explained all that, I'm like, oh, y'all was very bougie and fancy. We got that 90
because you had to make it.
No, listen,
we had to make it taste different.
Winn-Dixie brand bread that was already stale and hard. You legit took the bread out the pack.
You made a syrup sandwich with croutons, is what you're saying.
Literally, you sprinkle a syrup on it, and then you didn't even have two pieces of bread. You got to fold out one piece in half. That was your syrup sandwich.
See,
it can also be a snack, and it can be filling as a meal as a whole. It's very filling because, like since we're going to be technical with all of the ingredients, you got your protein, you got your starch.
That's it.
I really don't know if y'all really think people that's got struggle meal really thinking about how much they consuming with protein and starch. Niggas just trying to eat.
I mean,
Survive. Also, they're trying to get something that stretches. I promise you. That's why so many Black people make spaghetti, because spaghetti, stewed chicken, lima beans. They want things that can stretch. That's my issue with eggs and rice. I love eggs and rice, but it does not last you long. That thing is good.
Yeah, if you make enough, it's rice.
No. You make it that day, you can eat it. The next morning, them eggs taste funky.
you should have stuck with Maruchan because at least they got a variety.
No.
They actually way better than this brand.
One
Nice
thing I
little
said
creamy
earlier,
chicken.
I'll starve before I eat this. I will starve before I eat Maruchan. I am so sorry.
You tripping?
Top ramen
You
all
tripping.
day.
Girl, you need the beef one.
You
The
got
beef
beef.
Maruchan.
Shrimp, chicken, creamy chicken.
Top ramen got
The hot
flavors too.
spicy chicken.
Maruchan's not the only one I got a variety. Top ramen has variety too.
Question: do you feel content after eating this as an adult?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. For
Yes,
how
I
long?
do.
2 minutes?
No, it don't be all night, but like I said, and then okay, these things. So maybe not this cup, but most of them was like 20 cents a pack. So okay, you got that $10. How many of these 20-cent packs can you buy with
You're not gonna
$10?
be able to eat that many. You know why? Because you're gonna pass out from all the salt that's in it.
But you can
I'ma
buy
tell you
more
right now.
top ramen than you can Frank
No,
or
no.
Wheaties and
Cassandra,
whatever.
Let me tell you
No.
right now.
I feel like
At that age, it is very satisfying.
and not a meal. A
I
dessert.
feel like it's just diabetes and bread.
Yeah, but
When you're
I mean,
struggling, you ain't got nothing else. That's the point of a struggle meal. You ain't got nothing else, and all you got.
hey, you ain't think
is
about health.
Start.
I got hot
because
dogs.
Y'all gonna be hungry in the next 5 minutes.
No, so I feel like you're thinking about the right now situation. Because right now, I'm pretty sure if you were struggling right now, most people would try to keep bread in the house. You might have bread, you might have rice. What are you gonna do with bread and rice and nothing else?
You got stuff that could make it taste better. You know, like, I mean, I ain't trying to go deep into Cassondra's world about all the seasonings and shit like that, because you ain't trying to kill your damn self. But still, like, you know, every family at least got rice and at least a carton, if not full, eggs in the house. Come on now. Like, because, like, at least come from South Carolina, everything that we make for dinner or just in meals in general was with rice. Pork and bean and rice, collard greens, lima bean, cabbage. You had leftover rice. You had buckets full of rice just because. You know, so even if you didn't have leftover rice, you can make your own rice. Rice is simple to make. I mean, so, I mean, now they got rice cookers. So,
Maruchan
Or
also
you can
has
eat it
spicy shrimp.
regular.
Maruchan got spicy shrimp, Oriental.
and they got a lime one, like a lime chicken or something like that.
Maruchan is disgusting.
Girl, get
No,
off.
Like,
you don't have meat in this stuff. You gotta pour water onto it for it to come alive. So no.
Just like spaghetti, and if you making hamburger help,
I'm talking about the meat that is in there. Because
Oh.
the type of meat that's in there, I forgot the term that's used. But you have to pour water onto it for it to be edible, basically.
yeah, but it's edible at the end of the day.
Is it? Is that really shrimp? Really? And your 3 kernels of corn?
that shrimp be this big.
It really be teeny tiny.
Listen.
That shit's the size of a fingernail.
At least mine is shrimp flavored, and I'm not getting pissed off thinking I'm about to get jumbo shrimp. Your thing coming in like this big, and it's like I saw that.
Cassandra family done kill y'all with all that damn salt.
Also, I don't know the last time I used leftover rice to make egg and rice.
What?
I will make fresh rice to make
Cause
egg.
y'all bougie like that.
That was just a lot of work.
But okay, so
You
I've
done
seen these
moved
little
with a
like
whole different
cooking
profile.
channels where they make like Asian foods and stuff, and they always say when you make your fried rice, make sure it's leftover rice. Like don't cook fresh rice to then fry it.
Fried rice. This is not fried rice.
But you do wait a minute. How exactly do y'all cook y'all egg and rice then? Because I fry my rice down first. You fry it down and then put all the stuff together. That's why it's not a breakfast thing.
No.
Maybe we should have started there, because I don't think it's the same.
Fried rice? To make
Yes!
rice?
Yes!
Your rice gonna be hard?
Why?
No, it's fried. It's just like the Chinese food, fried rice. You just
That's why you
fry
think
it down.
it's a dinner item, because you frying rice.
No wonder. I was like, what do y'all mean?
Like I butter the pan first, you put the leftover rice in there, then you put the egg in there, and you mix it together.
No, like I said, I make the sausage, and then take out grease or whatever, and then put the sausage back in there. Pour the eggs into that. As the eggs start to cook, but not too cooked, then I put rice in there. And as the rice is cooking, then everything is like well mixed versus so separated. It's not fried rice.
So it don't fry down. Oh no, man.
Are you putting anything in there?
Canola oil.
No.
Butter the pan.
You put the rice in the pan and fry it.
Butter.
I know that thing be crunchy. It gotta be.
I was about to say that thing gotta be sticking.
Like
you ain't putting nothing in there so you can scoop it up.
Country churn, so your rice can be.
You season your rice, or you just put plain rice in there?
Do I do what?
You season your rice, or do you just put plain rice in there?
I season it with salt.
That girl gonna kill me if I live with her.
Listen,
where's the pepper? Where are you cutting? Where are you cutting down stuff at?
Pepper?
It's supposed to be a balance.
Use pepper?
Not really.
Oh my god, this girl will kill me.
Who ain't making my eggs and rice? I know that.
This girl will kill everybody. You got salt in your ramen. You got salt in your rice. You got salt in your eggs.
Salt in ramen too, both.
That girl gonna kill me in her house growing up. So, out of all the categories that we said, like, who do you think had the best argument? Make sure you
me
and let us know under each category which one you thought the best. Now, we had chicken, the favorite, our most popular or the best chicken restaurant, the best Black love story between TVs and movies, and of course, the best struggle meal. So make sure you guys comment below and let us know what do you think is the best out of those three categories. So that way you can say Popeyes was the best chicken place, because I'm about to give me something.
Wow, I like you trying to sneak that in.
So join us every Monday.
Like,
comment,
subscribe,
and gas that's that.
Because Cassondra gonna kill y'all.
Oh.